Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. So let's get some Dollar Tree products and some leftover florals that you might have from another project, and let's make a beautiful Valentine craft. So let's get started and let's make something beautiful together. So we're going to start off with some Dollar Tree products to get our project started. And it's not going to be totally Dollar Tree, but you understand what we're trying to get to, okay? But listen, you're gonna need a heart template. I'm just gonna use this Dollar Tree heart frame. You can use a cutout of anything that you would like. And then you're gonna take 2 of these self-adhesive wall tiles that you can get from Dollar Tree. I originally saw this idea from Crafting Cousins over on TikTok. They have a YouTube channel and I will link it down below. And they did a really cute little small square pocket. And I thought this would be really cute, but let's do a Valentine's pocket for this. And we're gonna put some flowers, and it's just a really simple, fun project that anybody can do. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna trim away the adhesive part of this project. So basically you're gonna take your scissors and you're gonna go down the sides. So when that does, it takes away this part, which is the adhesive. So I'm just gonna take this off now because we don't need this part. All right, so the next step is we're gonna take whatever template that you have. I'm using the Dollar Tree wreath frame. And as you can see, it's too big, right? We can't use the whole thing. So we're gonna focus on this inside part right here, okay? So I'm going to put it in the same spot that I can see, and I'm just going to go like this and make our template. And when I'm done with this one, we will do the same on another piece of this tile, and we will make sure that they match, okay? Okay, so what's kind of cool about this is I cut this one and then I put it face side down to the back of it, and it literally just sets in because it has grooves in it, which is amazing. So what you can do is you can just go, oops, you can make your little things right here, or you could just simply cut around it. But I think this is pretty cool. And we can cut the excess off once we put it together if there's any excess. Okay, so the next part is we need to paint these. Now, Crafting Cousins, they used chalkboard paint. I don't have any chalkboard paint, and or chalk paint, I should say. So I'm just gonna use this like ceramic paint or all-purpose paint, acrylic paint. And I kind of like this color, and I want to do this one right here a little bit. I want to see what it looks like. This is going to take a few layers of paint. So we're going to just kind of get this on. And I have another layer of paint. I think the chalk paint, if you can get chalk paint, use that, because I do feel like it would cover this a little bit better than what I have here. But again, I'm not going to go run out to the store, and you don't have to either. If you already have some acrylic paint, it's just going to take us a few steps. So paint whatever color you want on this. If you want white, if you want hot pink, whatever you want, because really whatever color flowers you're going to add to this is going to kind of dictate that too. Okay, so we're going to add one more layer here and see what that looks like. I did use my little tool here. It is a heat gun, and I had to hold it up a little bit high so it wouldn't melt the plastic, but I had these on my Amazon storefront. But I'm going to just give this all a quick another coat and see where we are after this. Okay, so this took me 3 coats, and you know what I did? I went and I ordered chalk paint. So I would have it in times like this, because this was like, okay, chalk paint would have done a better job. So now I'm going to take something called Rub and Buff. This is the Antique Gold. I got a tube of this at Hobby Lobby. You could probably get it at any craft stores. It's kind of becoming a popular product. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my paper towel, and I'm just going to kind of hit some high points here because I want a little bit of gold in this. All right. Now I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. I think that brings out the look of the pattern. Oops. That it does have a strong smell, so you want to make sure you're doing this somewhere where you can get some ventilation. But I'm only going to do this on the one side. I might do it, I'll do it on the other side. It's still drying, so but a little bit goes a long way, as you can see. Okay, all right, I'm going to add a little bit more, and then we're going to let this dry. If you like more of the silver, you could just leave the silver coming through and not do as many layers. But I feel like gold is like the trend right now. What do you guys think? Okay, so we have both of our pieces. I really love the gold. You don't have to do this, but I really kind of feel like it really makes it look a little bit higher end. So we're gonna flip them over and we're gonna add a little bit of glue, okay? Just a little bit. We're not gonna do a lot. So I just wanna put enough glue. I'm gonna use my cordless glue gun. I got from, I think I got this from either Hobby Lobby or Amazon, but they sell them in both places. But I do have it in my Amazon storefront. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna just put a little bit of glue, not a ton. Now you notice I'm not putting any glue at the top yet, okay? Then I'm gonna put this right on top of it. It's a little hot, so let that set up. Okay, once that sets up, you're gonna see like right here is a little bit of a part, depending on what side you want it on. So I think I want it on this side. So I'm gonna just like trim that white part that I see coming through, just a little bit. And then we're gonna do it on the opposite side too, because if you have this hanging in a door or something, you know, you wanna make sure that you don't see this white. So we'll just get rid of that. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do with this, after I get this all trimmed off, is we're gonna add a little part that if you don't wanna add, that's okay. But as I look at this, this would be a really pretty sign for a wreath that you could just put 2 little holes in and attach it to the side of your wreath. And that would be a very cheap, inexpensive wreath sign for you. And you could even add a little bit of like that polyfill and then glue it on top here, and so then it would have a little bit more dimension. But we're doing something different today. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take, these are these are called wire snips, and I think, here, let me look at them, metal hole punch pliers. So they're not really wire snips, but if you have like a metal sign, this is what you would use to put a hole in it. And so I'll have this in my Amazon storefront if you want to check this out. Or if you have a hole punch, see if a hole punch will work. I'm going to try this. This is going to be the front. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start where this line is. I'm going to start right below it. Okay. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to go in about 1/4 of an inch there. And I'm going to start putting holes. I'm going to go along this template that we've made out, about 1/2 inch wide. Okay. So now I have these little holes, as you can see. And what we're going to do is we're going to sew a little edge around this just to add a little bit something extra to this. So I'm going to go all the way around. This will take you a moment. Okay, so I have all my little holes punched through here. I don't know if you can see those or not, but I took a bigger piece of, let's see, a bigger needle, and I don't know really what size this is, but you just need it whether you want to use yarn. If you want to use a thicker yarn, I would definitely use a hole punch and not the sign punch, because this is a very small hole. But whatever you want to use, I think yarn would look adorable. So what we're going to do is we are just going to start from the back here, and we're going to need to pull this all the way through. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, I need to clip that. So I'm going to hold this pretty tight, okay? But what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to pull this through as much stuff as we think we might need. So that's why it's still, this is just the tool I find in the his and her section at Hobby Lobby. But again, you can use whatever you want. So we're gonna add more than I think. Okay, that should be more than enough, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna leave this connected just in case I need more, okay? I'm gonna go underneath and I'm gonna come through again. And that's what we're gonna do. We're always gonna come from the bottom. And you might have to pull a little bit to get that first bit through because it is doubled. And like I said, I didn't have a hole punch, but I had that sign punch, which is a lot smaller. All right, let's pull this. Don't want it to get, there we go. All right, so we just want to create a stitch going outside of our heart. And you're just going to go all the way around it. Okay, so I got around, as you can see, and so what I'm going to do now, I kind of had a thought, oh, this would be perfect. So I'm going to take my my clips here. I'm going to make one more hole here. I'm going to make it, let's see, we're going to make it closer over here because I want to just go through it on the top, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to pull it through. Okay. All right, and now I'm going to take the yarn, not the yarn, but the twine back here, and I'm just going to cut this, and we are going to use this as our hanging point, okay? So I'm going to take it, I'm going to, let's do about right here. So that's about 25, that's about 12 inches. So I'm just going to make a nice little knot. We don't need all this now. And now we have a point where we can hang our little like flower holder, our Dollar Tree flower holder. And you can get twine at the Dollar Tree too, by the way. And you can get yarn too. So now we have our little hanger. And so now we're gonna go grab some flowers and some foam to put in the middle, and we're gonna finish our little Valentine project. Okay, so I went shopping in my studio. If you haven't watched the studio tour, make sure to check it out. I'll leave it down in the description box below. And you'll see everything that we have going on here. But I think this is super cute. I think there's so many different things that you can do with this. Thank you for the inspiration, Crafting Cousins. Okay, make sure to follow them. So I'm going to take this is a piece of Dollar Tree foam. And I'm going to just see, let's see how good I think it's going to fit really good. Yep, I think it's going to be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that in there like so. And this could be optional to you whether or not you want to add any glue, but I'm going to add just a little bit of glue. This is my front, but I want to add a little bit of glue to make it a little bit more stable when I'm putting in the flowers, okay? And I'm only doing it in the back part here, okay? So let's just I'm going to hold it down and let that set up. Okay, so this is where I'm going to do a little quick voiceover, make this go a little faster. But as you can see, I have like partial groups of flower, things that I didn't use all the way in a project that I'm using for this one. And you're just going to pick the things that you love the most. If you need to go buy some new flowers, go right ahead. Dollar Tree has some really cute ideas, and Hobby Lobby and Michael's is a great place to go as well. But I'm just using what I have on hand. These actually came from Michael's last fall, but I will tell you that some of the stuff does not stay in this decor because I felt like the white flower was a little too big and those mauvish leaves and the background was a little too much. So I do edit this down a bit, but really there's no right or wrong. You're just going to keep playing with it until you get it the way you want. You're going to keep adding. You're going to take some off. You're going to add some in, and you're going to just see how you like it. What I did do is I took this over to my door. I hung it on my door to see how I liked it, and that really helped me decide that I didn't like the white flower and I didn't like those mauvish leaves, and I take those out. But I just want to encourage you to have some fun with it. You could do any type of decor in here if you wanted to do all leaves, if you wanted to do some greenery, but have fun with it. This was such a cute little project to do, and I really enjoyed doing it with you. You know what? I needed to edit a little bit. It didn't need this big flower, so we're getting rid of that. But here's the thing. I hung it on my door to see what I liked better. And you know what? It really needed less. So that's what I did. And I'm going to add just a few more of these littler, like baby breaths, so that we have a better balance there. But what I did think that would be really cute is a little tiny bow at the top. So let me grab some ribbon and we'll make a little bow and then we'll be done. Okay, so I have this ribbon here. I cannot remember where I got it, but I will leave it linked below. I'll tell you where I think I got it, either Trendy Tree, the Wreath Shop, or Brian Lane Designs. Okay, so I will find it and I will link it below. Okay, but we're just going to take a little bit. We're going to make just a very simple bow. You're just going to make a loop, come back and make about the same size loop. Okay, there you go. All right, let's just clip off. We'll figure out how long we want those in a moment. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this twine that I already had, cut that, and I'm just going to wrap it around. I'll wrap it around a couple times here. Let's just do that once, twice. Okay. Maybe do one more time. There we go. And then we're just going to make a little knot, and then we're going to tie it around the top of that twine on our little Valentine's hanger. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do this. Make sure it's the way we want it. Okay, I think that's really pretty. And then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to, let's just tie a little knot here. Double knot it, I should say. 1, 2. Okay, clip those off. And I think that's so cute. Let's do it this way. Oops, did I get it? I did. Not very good. Let me cut that one more time. But I think it's cute. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a pink heart. I know that not everybody has the emojis, and that's okay if you don't. If you don't, just say Happy Valentine's Day. We will be having more Valentine's beautiful decor here in Julie's Wreath Boutique. I hope you guys will come. I also want to tell you about Julie's Crafting Boutique and Julie's Biz Boutique. If you've not joined those, I would love to have you. The Julie's Crafting Boutique is once a month. We make something together in a private group. And then Julie's Biz Boutique is about taking your business. If you love to create and you want to take this to the next level, you need to join Julie's Biz Boutique. So I will leave all the links below. Make sure to come back next Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I almost forgot there. But anyways, we'll see you next time in Julie's Wreath Boutique. Bye-bye.